Hello all, welcome back to the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. So, you know, today we're going to be doing a little bit of a sort of duo showcase, if you would. I did actually, obviously, pull this guy. I am 55%. I do plan on summoning on the banner more, but this is just what I have so far. Now, I actually also just got this guy. I did not pull him in my sort of initial summons, so I kind of just coined him. So I was saving up coins for him for a while anyway, and I'm definitely walking away from the celebration with this TEQ Vegeta. So I figured, I'll coin him here. If I get dupes, I'll take it, right? But yeah, I did, since this is my, I just got him, and there's the other Vegeta, I figured we'll do a video for both of them. Now, there is the issue that, unfortunately, these guys both have the same sort of name, just Vegeta. They're just both base Vegeta. So they're not going to link until this guy goes Super Saiyan. So we'll see how this goes, but, I say, fuck it, we ball, right? Let's see what happens here. I figure this will be a pretty good stage to, showcase him. Okay, we got several Vegetas here. Let's go. Let's turn this off. The skip animation. Well, let's get these in here.
You're in for a treat. You see, I managed to learn a little new trick during my time on Earth, like how to control my power level.
Okay. So, once again, it is going to be quite annoying that these guys don't link at first here. But I figure at the end of the day, once this guy goes like Super Saiyan, we should be chilling. So he's starting off 154k start of turn. This new Vegeta is 163k start of turn. These are both stacking units. I'm a big stacking guy. So we'll see how this goes, right? But let's just grab our, sort of orbs here and jump right in. We'll go for the int orbs a bit more. Now, certainly, I really do feel like this AGL Vegeta's. Oh no, we're getting sealed here. Oh, stunned. Sorry, that's annoying. Okay. I feel like this AGL Vegeta is going to quickly become very underrated by the community at large. Unfortunately. Wait, what? How did I crit? Wait, what? I'm confused. I gotta check this. How did I... I did just crit, did I not? There's... Okay. I feel like maybe I just missaw something, but I swear I thought... I'm gonna have to watch that back. I swear I thought I saw him crit, but I don't have crit, right? At all. Because we don't have the ability active. He doesn't get it anywhere else other than the under 50% HP. What? Okay, I must have missaw something. My apologies. That just really threw me off. I forget what I was saying before that entirely. I really am gonna have to watch that back. I'm like, so I swear I saw he crit, right? Like mine's 55%. I don't I must have mistakenly saw that. There's like I don't. Anyway, I feel like AGL Vegeta is going to quickly become very underrated by the community. I sort of understand in the sense that worldwide just happened and we got like a new level of power and such. You know, a lot of these units are just like so insanely good. And people are, you know, obviously coming down from the worldwide, and I feel like their expectations for just a normal TUR are kind of off, to be honest. I would say, so far in my experience, I haven't watched like too many, you know, I watched a little bit of Truth Showcase and such, but I haven't, it was only like 10-15 minutes I've seen so far. In my experience so far, I feel like I would say, and I do have a lot of the other top TURs. Now I did just get, you know, Vegeta, but like I do have myself Super Saiyan 3 Goku with a dupe, and I also do have Int Buu, but he's 55%. But I feel like I would say that Vegeta, to me so far, I mean he's feeling like maybe I would say his floor, like where he starts out, is certainly weaker than some of these other TURs, but I would also say that his ceiling can get significantly higher than these other TURs. So I don't really understand the hate for him. I get it in the sense that people other than the, you know, expectations too high, but I really don't think the expectations should be too high. I don't know. I'm pleased with him. I guess that's what matters at the end of the day. I'm not really gonna. It sucks to see, you know. I'm not sure how like I rate him and stuff yet, but I mean it sucks to see someone, you know, a unit that I'm particularly enjoying. Not a lot of others seem to be, but at the end of the day, you should be making your own opinions, right? I'm definitely not going to like agenda push. By the way, I am a big Vegeta fan, you know, stacking fan. This feels like my type of unit, but I'm not an agenda pusher here. I am not a fan of his design. If you've been watching here for a little bit, I was really annoyed with Intel Broly's design. Now that was for a bit of a different reason. Specifically, he's a Dokkanfest LR that leads 3 categories, but he's built around only one, like a Carnival or Yellow Coin LR, which is really silly. He's very powerful, but I hate his design. I feel like I'd honestly say similar thing for Vegeta. He's very powerful, but I hate his design. It is so like weird, the sort of directions that they went with him. It almost feels like 2 different teams of developers, like each made part of his kit. Because he's like a nuker, but he's also only partly a nuker, and he can be a good slot 1, but only after several turns of being a slot 2. Like he needs a lot of stacks to be viable in slot 1. I mean, his damage just start off on the lower side. Getting the sort of like I guess my main huge gripe with AGL Vegeta is I would say it is really just incomprehensibly stupid. The sort of condition. Now, I'm actually sort of walking back on a position there. I really like when reading the details and such. I was saying before that I felt like the design. I was thinking about it, and to me it really felt like I should have put him in slot 1. Oh well. To me it really felt like they wanted you to put AGL Vegeta in slot 1 to the point where he'd take damage, but you would live it. That way you could get the sort of condition, you know, procced. That way you get the extra defense and the sort of high chance to crit. That's what his design sort of seemed to be like to me. But I've just found it, I mean, we all do know this, but I've just found it very inconsistent so far. I have used this guy a little bit now. Okay, TEQ Vegeta's up to 4 million. He's definitely not doing crazy damage here in base, but I mean, I don't really care about that. So long as he's getting built up, you know, and to be fair, he also has no links right now at all, considering, because he can't, because it's the same name. They really should just get rid of that same name bullshit. If anything, I really think they should just remove it entirely, but it should really just be like, only like the exact same character, like literally the exact same card, can't link with each other. Like, I'd be fine with that, but like, this is Vegeta from early Namek, and this is fucking Vegeta from like early Android / Cell Saga. They're like nearly completely different characters. Well, not completely different characters, but I would say obviously he goes through a lot of development between those 2 points. It just doesn't really feel like the most logical sort of design there, but you know, Dokkan does that a lot. I don't know. It do be like that. But yeah, I don't. His design is very annoying. That sort of HP condition, I really hate it. I was sort of aiming for it a lot in my initial sort of video, and I've done on him so far, as well as, you know, in some of my own testing so far, and it's just like, it's like so inconsistent. And once you like have to try and force the ability, but if you force the ability, then the thing about that is then it's a hard time to get your HP back, which means you're kind of fucked, because then you're not getting the guaranteed additional super. Now mine is also 55%, so I already have a low chance of clocking the potential. It's practically like nothing now if I'm missing one of my super chances, like, and you're missing out on a lot of stat, you know, just from even missing one super. So I don't know, his design, it's very weird, very like it's bad design, but he is still very powerful. Oh shit.
You need more than calculations to understand what's
Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I totally accidentally did that. Hold on. I'm actually gonna cut away here. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back. I'm not gonna lie. I messed up. I meant to use Broly's active. I did not mean to use Vegeta's there. Although I will say, right, when I did like cut away, I did have the active skill skip on. I did see, like, I did actually recheck the recording. He did crit. Wait. You know what? It's because of him. Oh my god, I forget about this ability. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So, wait, was that the first turn? Okay, I'm gonna have to check that again. I think what it was, now that I'm thinking about this, I think it might have been this guy's 2-turn support, but I'm not sure if that was like the first or second turn. Because if it wasn't this, then I have no other idea what caused that crit. So I guess this just was procced, and I didn't even realize it, and I got the 7%, which I guess I'll take, obviously. But yeah, I had meant to do TEQ Vegeta's there. So, you know, it is very sort of silly design, but I mean, through my own like play, I feel like you see there, we go from 253 to 761, and he's had I mean, this is our what, like, 4th appearance, to be fair, but we don't have any links active right now. Obviously, since he's the one in slot 1. And once again, he is only 55%. This type of unit is very stat reliant. He's whereas some of them, like you know, like Super Saiyan 3, well, Super Saiyan 3 Goku to some degree, but I feel like he's a good example. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, you know, Int Boo. I mean, sure, stats help all units, but those units really, they don't feel like stat reliant. Like, I'm saying like stat reliant in the sense like Rose is. Like, you can really feel the difference in power when you have like a dupe or two in these type of units. And like, through my experience of Vegeta, I would say that's true. You know, I have him 55% here, and he builds up pretty quickly. I would say. I guess some people have would have different terms of how quick is, right? But I mean, I'd say, wow, getting to like 753k before we attacked there is pretty respectable, considering there was no links, no support on that rotation. So, and once we had those, like, you know, extra stacks in, we were getting to like over 1 million in stats there. So I mean, I do think that now this one's only at 661. His design is certainly weird and like annoying and stuff, but it's definitely very powerful. I messed up on orbs. He's definitely very powerful. Do I, you know, would I have liked they designed him better? Of course, right? I don't. What I was saying earlier about this sort of agenda pushing stuff is like, I don't like, you know, if my favorite character or whatever gets released and I'm like, oh, let's go, you know, I don't see the like the logic in being like, oh well, no, he's actually good because X, Y, Z, right? It doesn't. To me, I'd be like, if it's my favorite character and they're badly designed, I'd be more annoyed instead of like trying to cope. Like, that Vegeta unit is like really annoying to me. You know, I just did that like what, like 3.5 hour long video, you know, showcasing him, and he's just non-stop looking like so ass. Like, I hate that shit. Waiting 3 years for him, fuck off, you fucking bum, right? He can look good like the first like 4 turns or whatever, but once that runs out, he can get caught like so terribly. There was, I mean, it was in that fight, right? I went phase 2 of the Shadow Dragons event, stage 8, the Omega Shenron fight, the strength phase. Vegeta took, I mean, this was like turn, I mean, that tech phase goes on forever. This was, we're talking like turn, you know, 6, turn 8, something like that. So I mean, the intro was gone, but like, we had been stacking up, and he took like 400k post attacks from the super there, and it's like, that is like, just, it felt so miserable. I don't know. I don't. To me, it's like, I get more annoyed. If I hate when any unit is badly designed, but if it's like my favorite unit, I'd be more annoyed than trying to cope for them. And this is another thing, like, I'm outright saying, I like despise the sort of design here. I like the design of stacking. I'm a stack. I love stacking units, right? But he feels like, and once again, how I'd rate him, I'm not sure yet. Compared to, you know, other top TURs, but I really would describe it as his floor is lower. And I mean, technically, you could call it even like much lower than some of the other top TURs. But I'd also say his ceiling is much higher. Now, some would say, okay, so he's a potential man. You know, we should look at what the unit does instead of what they can do, and I would agree. But I'm just saying what's happened in my experience so far. He's at 55%. He's looked pretty good for me. Like, as per my standards for how a 55% TUR should be performing, he is more than fulfilling them. So, I really can't complain in regards to his 55% performance. I've been really going out of my way to try using only 55% friends as well. Because I do like to get just keep it sort of vaguely around the level of what would I be seeing in performance, like of my unit. Maybe that's a little weird, I don't know. But I don't know. Design, just to sum it up so far, like design kind of, you know, bad, but powerful. And floor much lower, but ceiling much higher than some of the other top TURs. Now, we also haven't used the active yet. I have been holding on to it. I figured we can just sort of launch everything at like AGL Broly at the end. You know, go like Super Saiyan Vegeta and everything. I feel like that's a pretty good way to go about this. But yeah, I don't know. With AGL Vegeta, I'd say it really, like, I feel like if they like change just like one thing, I mean, there's several things they could change about his kit, but I feel like if they even change just like one thing, I and a lot of others would be a lot more pleased with the design. But it is what it is, unfortunately. Now this is an issue. I'm not sure how many supers this guy's gotten. Honestly, we're gonna drop this.
You're not going anywhere.
Okay. Now, obviously, he's gonna be doing a lot more damage now. TEQ Vegeta sealed. Oh, this is mighty unfortunate. Because this guy's locked. Like, I have to... I mean, I guess, considering if I do live, I can just have this Vegeta go over on the other rotation and, like, rotate the evolution over to this one. It's not the biggest deal in the world.
Time to get serious.
I'm gonna intentionally not hit these. Just so the units at the end can stack.
Let's go.
Because this Broly can do a lot of damage. And then there's another thing, it's I would actually say that easy TURs are recently stronger than like just normal TURs. Like we have Goten and Trunks, right? We have super easy Broly. You know, I would say, or up to 14.2 mil. I would say, you know, like TEQ Gohan. I'm a big TEQ Gohan guy. Like I would say a lot of these easy AQRs are, you know, if you mix them in with the top TUR list overall, just like the summonable one of like recent units, it's like I feel like just overwhelmingly the easy TURs are on top of the list. Oh, now that's really annoying. This Bojack phase, I like, part of me like hates doing this fight because this Bojack phase is such a pain in the ass. Oh my god. Fuck you. I'm dropping the dirty fireworks. You're dead. I despise this. This is literally like my least favorite phase in the entire game. That Bojack double seals fucking lock at the start of turn is so miserable. I hate that. I really hate that. And now we're just kind of. I guess we'll. I don't know, because the other dirty fireworks Vegeta got. This is really annoying. Dude, fuck Bojack, right? Fuck Bojack. I hate that little fucker. Alright? That piece of shit. I mean, we're 565k here before even grabbing our orbs at all. And he just gets a massive power boost from his orbs. But with AGL Vegeta, I really feel like if they just changed like one thing, I don't know what it'd be. I really think they if you ask me, what they should have done is take the stupid. I mean, it is really stupid. Just cap off of his orbs. Like I feel like that's the worst thing about his kit. Is, I mean, orbs are very RNG, sure, but he changes those 23 orbs, and it just feels like underwhelming. I mean, you're getting the guaranteed 10 orbs, which is cool, but like, he really gets all of his stats. Especially if you bring him into a fight that's starting off with more than one enemy, you miss out on the 180% stats, right? That only goes against one enemy. So then, in that case, all of his stats would be reliant against facing, just collecting orbs, right? And that's very weird, because, you'll note in Worldwide, these fights were weaker, but they designed a lot of these fights with starting out with like several enemies and such. It's like, well, why'd you do that then? That doesn't make too much sense. So I feel like it's just like, if there's one thing I could change about AGL Vegeta, I would really say that his orbs, they shouldn't have stopped it at 500%, aka 10 orbs. It really should have just been, stack as much as you want with the orbs. Now, I haven't been talking about TEQ Vegeta too much. He's really been holding down, his own. I don't know how much there is to talk about him. I guess at this point, right? I mean, he's been doing pretty good. I guess at this point, though, we can just transform him. Yeah, I mean, why not? Let's do it. We did already see the animation, so I won't replay it again. We're gonna wait to use that ability. Let me transform Broly so we can get like domain support. Okay, now this does only give 10% to these Vegetas, but I mean, this is a separate phase sort of buff, so it is a pretty massive increase in power. Let's see what Super Saiyan Vegeta's gonna do here. Now, once again, mine is only 55%, so let's see what he's gonna cook. We've just been sort of letting him stack up, do his thing. Ooh, we took 374 from that. 10.7 mil. 11.4 mil. Okay. And a normal. That's unfortunate. Interesting. He didn't do too much damage. I don't like that. I mean, that's when you I guess that is sort of the thing. Even my expectations are a little because we go right into seeing like TEQ Broly just dropping a 18 key 34 mil just for free. Like it really does sort of mess with the expectations, I guess, huh? Now this should be pretty interesting. We'll see what we get to. Now, mind you, this is a 55% friend. We're up to 1 million. He doesn't have a defense equipped like mine does. We can also... Let's do this. And we're also going to get 4 Rainbow Orbs, which is 80% support. Vegeta could look pretty good. Oh, we dodged. We got the 18... Wait, what the fuck? Huh? He dodged all of those? 18 million into 19... What? This is 55%. Like, see, this is what I'm saying. Of course, right? This turbo wanked, I know, in the sense that... Oh, we're not going to dodge. Okay, how's he going to tank this? Oh my god. I mean, that's certainly not... Jeez. Okay. That's a 3 million... Well, actually... No, wait. That's not. Does he buff? I gotta check. Does AGL bro... Is it buffing? It is. Right. His power is increased by 20%. And it's a separate sort of face buff, so... Okay. I really don't know, what the damage is then. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't know what the damage is in that scenario. Here, let's do this. We're gonna drop this. Okay, pretty good. Now, you could say that we did have the 10% buff, so, I mean, really, they sort of cancel each other out in a way, and since we had the 10% overall boost, he had 20% overall, you could really just say it's only like a 10% better for the boss, but I'm really not sure what the sort of math would look like there. Exact math, right? I believe that's like a 3 million super. We're at 540k start of turn. 1.5 mil. Oh my god. And that is another thing, like mine's at 1.5 mil. And the only real difference between mine and the 55% one is I have the defensive equip. So, I mean, this is what I'm saying is I really feel like stats are like making such an insane difference on this guy. Like, even getting one dupe, I feel like his performance is gonna like skyrocket. So I mean, we'll see how I feel about him and other versus other TURs after that. But like, I don't know. I really like this release. Now you could say, this is a long fight. It's not. All the other fights aren't so long. All right, 23 mil into let's see what we got here. 23.3 into a 24.3. Eat that, Broly. And hidden potential, 25.2. Like, I don't know. Like, I know we're, like turn 15 here or something, but, I mean, goddamn, he just looks, I don't know. To me, I feel like how I described him. I'm gonna keep saying it. His floor is much lower at the beginning, but you know, once you go several turns in, you know, his ceiling is much higher as well. He really does like stack up so quickly. Because the thing is, with these sort of you know, stacking units, their start of turn, you know, and defense and their sort of just like defensive value, like the baseline stat in general, really do determine how well the unit is going to be. They really do make a big difference in how the unit is, performs. So I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to judge him again as soon as I get dupes, but like I'm seeing this guy and I don't know. He just I really like him. 418 to 1.1. Yeah, he's just like a lot of fun for me. I really have a lot of fun with this guy. I don't know. I feel like that is what matters at the end of the day. But his design definitely could have been worked on better. But I feel like he does have a very, very respectable level of power. And now, I would say, I feel like consistency is pretty important. This guy is definitely the least consistent of any top TURs. But, I mean, when I'm using him, and I really feel like he's got to be like a... I mean, how would I rate him? Like, I feel like he's got to be some sort of top, you know... Because what would I say the top 3 is, right? Hey, and we're talking non-easy ATURs here. Ooh, 606k. Now, this one was also doing substantially lower attack than mine was. And mine didn't have any support, like... I feel like maybe mine, I just got a lot luckier with like the potentials, which is also very helpful, and obviously, you know, every single stack means a lot. But I don't know, I know I've talked about, jumped from topic to topic here, but I'm just... I feel like there's a lot to sort of talk about with this guy. Because, I mean, his performance does vary such a wide margin that... I mean, mine at 55%, I definitely feel like it's very, like, I feel like, for me, mine at 55% could be performing than someone else's at, like, 69%, even though I feel like that one dupe really will make a huge difference, at least in my experience. Like, he's already doing good for me, but I really feel like the boost he'll get and stats will be so insane. But he's very, very reliant on getting the orbs. Even, like, obviously even missing out on, like, one orb can be a big deal. And I feel like I've had pretty good luck, you know, I've gotten, I feel like the lowest I got was, what, like, 6 orbs? But we were usually getting, like, 7, 8. By the end, we were getting, like, 10 constantly. Like, he is definitely... I don't know. I really like him. I really do. My expectations for like TEQ Vegeta were certainly mine is 55%, and I was talking about, you know, worldwide download celebration sort of blinding people, like seeing the like the double 10 mil essentially, and then going right into you know, 34 mil for Bully is definitely like, okay, what the fuck is this shit? But I don't know. They're TURs. I feel like Vegeta, he was holding his own the whole time. I'm definitely going to want to use both these a lot more. I mean, I feel like TEQ Vegeta is going to be very consistent. That's why I wasn't really talking too much about him. And plus, you know, everyone's already had the unit for, I don't know, 7 months now or something. You know, I couldn't pull him on release. You know, Vegeta fan. Meh. Is what it is. I don't know. I do want to... let's jump into another fight. This hasn't been too long yet. I mean, we're getting close to like 30 minutes, but like... I feel like we could go a little bit longer here. What fight do I want to do, though? I want to do a competitive fight. You know what? Why don't we just do Evoken? I don't know about, like, jumping into, the Gogeta and Janemba stage. I feel like we're just gonna, like, make our units look bad. But, like, at that time, at the same time, it's like, those fights are washing even the best of units. So, I don't know about necessarily... these guys are like 55%. I don't want them to make them look unnecessarily bad. I already know they will die to those like 4 mil supers and shit. Alright, yeah, let's just jump into this Evoken fight. See some more performance. We're not gonna do too many runs here, but we'll throw a couple, you know, 2-3 attempts in here. Just to see some more performance in like a shorter fight. Now this does obviously jump out the gate with much higher, you know, attack stats and such, so we're definitely going to be in for some trouble here. Okay, we'll do this. 134. What are we going to now? 326. We're getting 4 rainbow orbs. We should be pretty solid here. Now, certainly, if AGL Vegeta, if he gets caught by a super, I feel like he's gonna die. Like, I mean, this fight does just jump out the gate pretty strong. So if he gets caught, like, he gets caught. I don't think he'd live. I mean, I guess we'll see, but especially like this first turn, I really don't see it. But you know, I would take it, obviously. I mean, we do have the 80% support from Broly, but I don't know. I also really do like this guy's animations, like a lot. They really capture the like sort of Z feel, like early Z, you know, sort of. I haven't watched too much OG Dragon Ball, but you know, even like what I've seen of there and some of the like clips I've seen of like the later stuff, I definitely do gotta watch more of it at some point. But I don't know. I feel like the old stuff is very raw in a way that, I mean, all the transformations are definitely cool. Don't get me wrong. I do like, you know, my, not even being like sarcastic here. I do like, you know, new flashy transformation numbers 17. That stuff is definitely hype, but I feel like older stuff is like more raw. I don't know. It's easier to comprehend, and they were all, the power scales, I guess, felt a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know, really, like, insight? I'm not sure that even makes sense, but, like, it just all felt very, I guess, grounded in a way that newer stuff doesn't, which, I mean, it's fine to not be so grounded, but I don't know, I feel like the grounded stuff makes it more raw. Like, it's just more cool for me. I don't know. That's definitely like a bias thing. Okay, so we 70k into 45k. We did, you know, this guy does build up his defense quite a bit. Also, we are fighting a Goku enemy, so I'm not sure what this guy would take from a super. Obviously, we have the TEQ Bully support here as well. Okay, now we're taking nothing from the normals. We even built up one more time. He did not get supered, though. AGL Vegeta, once again, he would definitely die if we get supered. I'm not even gonna, like, pretend, like, oh no. Like, if he dodges, like, good. Because there's no way he doesn't die. I mean, we're like double-digit tanking these normals. And this is a 55% friend, right? I did make sure to grab one. Yeah. Okay. Oh, let's go. This guy had the exact same thought process I did. Look at this. Boom. Oh, wait. His defense is even one higher. And technically, his equip is better. Oh, look at you go, man. Okay. He's cooking. Let's see here. Starting off 181. Like, you really do have to check every single turn. Like, every single step of the way. It's definitely a little interesting to have to do that, but I don't know. It adds some more fun. Just consistency is good, but also seeing sort of different stuff is good. And you can see a lot of you know, crazy stuff from this guy, so I'm happy with it. If we beat this like first try, I'm definitely very pleased. We were trying to go against the Gogeta fight, and we just kept dying before. Now that wasn't like Vegeta kept dying. It was I was trying Koi's trash ass. Oh my god, Koi is so miserable. I mean, I guess I can't speak as to... Okay, what's... Oh, we dodged. Thank god. I can't speak as to what he looks like with any dupes. But mine is only 55%. We took 36k there. Mine is only 55%. And he is, like, so miserable. I like, hate Koi. I really do. I don't... Like, I think his animations look really cool and stuff. And his card art, the SSR one, goes hard. Like, Koi is so miserable. I'm not going to use him again unless I get more dupes. Like, he's starting off... At the start of turn, he's at, like, 70k defense. And, I mean, he barely gets any more. He gets 50%, you know, from, like, from a super attack effect. But, like, he doesn't get anything else unless the enemy's, like, attack or defense card. He sucks. I hate Koi. But I mean, when we have like a good thing about Vegeta here is, well, this is sort of not too much of a different team. We're already have been rocking since like worldwide. I would say is that obviously it's very powerful. So you could say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know. Now. This is something, huh? Look at this! Oh god. There can be such a thing as too many rainbow orbs. 6. 379. We'll get 4 orbs of support. I mean, it does suck not having the sort of links active, but this is actually working pretty good here. And obviously, Evo Ken is very competitive. I would say that, like, Gogeta Janemba stages are probably the hardest on global now, at least. I'm not sure which. I need to jump into both more. I'm not sure which. I feel like it's probably Gogeta. Because I only won that from getting lucky. They're both pretty hard though. But Gogeta, like coming out the gate, double 4-mil, oh my god. The run I won, I literally only won because for some reason, and I don't even know like the chances. Like I haven't looked at like, the boss stats or anything. Okay, we're taking the super action. Hold on. Let me hold that thought. What are we going to take here? We only got 6 orbs. 908. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, we were powerful enough to eat the normals, but, I mean, that's super. Damn, that's unfortunate. That was, what, with like 2 turns of stacking? Certainly not the best. Really. You're not going to... Oh, no way! I gotta... Ooh. Do I gotta put Vegeta on my friends list? I think I do. See, I don't know though, cause like mine is currently Rose. Let's see what Rose's looking like here. Oh, we got a couple Roses. Let's check Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That's another one I had set. One rainbow. There's like Super Saiyan 3 Goku and like Rose are like so underrepresented in the friends list, but Rose, yeah, I mean he's got 3 right now. That's Super Saiyan 3 Goku though. He's only got the 1. No dirty fireworks Vegeta. I feel like I'm gonna have to throw mine up there. I might just do that. I mean, if he's not on the friends list, I guess we could just end here. Certainly taking that much from a super isn't the best. Although that is a pretty damaging super. You could say that we had a couple turns to stack. He did have, what, like 80% support from Broly. But he did only get 6 orbs. Quite unfortunate scenario for him, I think. Is what it is, though. I mean, like, for example, I really do think, I would say, like, just the 1 dupe is, like, such a huge difference that I really feel like if I even had one dupe, because I am going to be summoning on this banner more, I'm up to, like, 81 pity coins so far. But, like, if I had even one more dupe, like, the difference in stats, I genuinely would have saved him. I'm 100% serious. I am confident in that. So, I don't know. Very sort of weird unit. 100%. But, like, he's pretty fun. That's what matters. I'm gonna wrap this up here. I actually realized that this has gone significantly longer than I thought it had. So, like, I can see how long the recording's been going on my phone, but I sort of dual record. I record the gameplay on my phone, but I actually record the sort of my audio, through my computer. And the computer goes, like, the whole way through. And I kind of forgot that we did that cut early on. And, I mean, my computer recording started a little earlier than when I actually recording did, but it says about an hour here, so I imagine this is actually close to like 50 minutes, which is quite a while, obviously. So I'm gonna end this here. I don't know. I definitely want to use these guys, obviously, a lot more. TEQ Vegeta, I'm really pleased with him. He looked pretty good there. Even just no links and stuff. AGL Vegeta, I'm really pleased with him too, but I feel like the level, he really needs dupes, I think. But I don't know. I feel like he performs well enough for me. I feel like I've explained my thoughts on him pretty well here. We will be doing more showcases on him, but I feel like I'm actually going to I'm gonna probably put up the fights next against like Gogeta and Janemba, because I haven't actually put those up yet. And I do need to do some more showcases for it. I really haven't put anything up for Gogeta or Janemba showcase wise. Like, I'm really sort of lacking here. I gotta catch up. So we will be doing more Vegeta showcases, but those will be coming, I think, after we do get at least one more dupe. I am planning on. I'm pretty sure I'll get at least one more. We'll see what happens though. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.